Some tribal sounds awakened us. In the distance, it seemed they were singing in an unknown language. Apparently, we were very close to the train station, the place where they would receive us and could heal 𝐏𝐫𝐸. Despite having known her for a very short time, 𝐏𝐿𝐸 is the only person who has accompanied me in this world plunged into chaos. It's impossible for me not to feel at least some affection for her. I feel as if the spirit of my deceased daughter had been reincarnated in this little redhead. Our journey to the train station had been quite difficult. Despite not encountering soulless beings or monsters, the environment struck us harshly with a sandstorm. For a moment, it seemed like I couldn't see anything while carrying 𝐏𝐿𝐸. She was unconscious, but occasionally she would ramble and mention her parents, who had been transformed into dehumanization factories to work endlessly and thus give her a chance. At one point, it was completely impossible to see, so we took refuge in an abandoned car. I covered the little one with cardboard I found lying inside the car and let her rest. I tried to stay alert all night in case a soulless being attacked us, but sleep overtook me. The tribe's chants woke me up, and looking around, I realized we were a few meters from the entrance to Los Tzayacos train station. I carried 𝐏𝐿𝐸 and started walking toward that place, fearing the behavior of the tribespeople, unsure if they would receive us with hostility. But I trusted what Pachamama had told me. At the entrance stood an old man with armor and a spear. He seemed to have many years, but he was even stronger than 𝐏𝐿𝐸 and me combined. The old man took an artifact from his pouch and began blowing into it, producing an ethereal sound. As the sound ceased, a group of 5 people approached, all with spears and gas masks, with distinctive body paint resembling skulls. The old man gestured a greeting to me and began speaking in an unknown language, but he had a device that could translate, allowing me to understand what he was saying. He welcomed us to Los Tzayacos station. He was the leader of the Skull Clan, one of the tribes on the route to Cusco, a city that represented prosperity after the apocalypse. That's why they called a cathedral there Prospero, where clan meetings were held to coordinate survival strategies. Since the old man began speaking, members of his clan were tending to 𝐏𝐿𝐸. They were detoxifying her with a drink made from herbs and healing the wound on her head with ointment. One of them chanted in their native language while facing the sun and making hand gestures, then ate some leaves and continued their chant. I asked them how they had survived in this decaying world, full of abominations, industrial cities, and pollution everywhere. The old man mentioned Pachamama, the goddess of the earth, who allowed crops in Cusco to still thrive despite the drought. Of all the clan, only the old man had seen Pachamama. In reality, only the leaders of each clan had that vision. The rest did not possess that ability. Pachamama had told them she would give them one last chance on Earth, that the prophecy was about to be fulfilled, and that a girl would find the Skull Clan on the outskirts of Lima. That girl was important, much more important than all the clans together and all the survivors on Earth after the apocalypse. I couldn't help but feel a sense of surrealism. Everything seemed mystical. Tribes in places with high technology, the contrast was enormous. One of the members of the Skull Clan gave me a spear, a water flask, and something that looked like preserved meat with salt. He told me to defend the site from the soulless beings, while they performed a ritual for the girl to fully recover and expel all the toxins she had inhaled in the sewers.